Good morning, students. This is 12th standard botany video class. In this video, we are going to revise the book insight question in Unit 9, Plant Ecology, Chapter 6, Principles of Ecology. Dear students, first we are going to revise the difference between eurythermal and stenothermal. This is the book insight question. Eurythermal means organism can tolerate a wide range of temperature fluctuation, that is variation in temperature, which is occur in the wide range means some organism they can tolerate this range of temperature fluctuation, that is known as eurythermal. So the definition is organism which can tolerate wide range of temperature fluctuation. Example, Zostera is a plant living in the seawater and also angiospermic plant. A marine angiosperm, important 1 mark question, and Artemisia tridentata. These two are the example of eurythermal. Next one, stenothermal, organism which can tolerate only small range of temperature fluctuation or variation. Here, see the variation between the two answers. You have to change only the word wide range of temperature. Here, small range of temperature. So everything is similar. Only few words you can able to change it. That is the answer for eurythermal and stenothermal. Stenothermal example, mango and palm. At the same time, mango plant do not and cannot grow in temperature countries like Canada and Germany. So these two are the countries in which mango plant do not grow and also cannot grow. That is the example of stenothermal, mango and palm. Dear students, it's very very important 2 mark and 3 mark question. Differentiate between eurythermal means what is that one? Organism can tolerate wide range of temperature fluctuation. Example, Zostera and Artemisia tridentata. Then stenothermal means organism which can tolerate a small range of temperature fluctuation. Example, mango and palm. So next we are going to see temperature based zonation. So based upon the temperature, there are two zones is there. One is the latitude, another one is the altitude. So the variation in latitude and altitude which affect the temperature and the vegetation on the earth surface. So the latitudinal and altitudinal zonations are given in the diagram. And also they are given differentiate between latitude and altitude. So this one is also come for the differentiate between latitude and altitude. Latitude is an angle which ranges from 0 degree at the equator to the 90 degree at the poles. So latitude is an angle which ranges between 0 degree at the equator, that means a central position on the earth, to 90 degree at the poles, North Pole and South Pole. 0 degree at the equator, it will be ranges, that means vary between or from at the 0 degree at the equator to 90 degree at the poles. That is called latitude. Altitude means high place is located above the sea level. So above the sea level, the place is called, what is that one? Altitude of the place. That is the difference between latitude and altitude. These two are the zonation of temperature. So this is the two diagram which are showing the latitudinal zonation of vegetation and altitudinal zone of vegetation. Is the important diagrammatic question. Kindly learn this book inside diagrammatic question. First one, latitudinal zonation. What is the range? Range from the 0 degree at the equator and 90 degree at the poles. See, the equator is at the base. Then from this equator, it will be 90 degree to the poles. Straight line is there, left side. So here, they are divided into different vegetation. In the equator, it is having tropical rainforest. When grow towards the poles, with 90 degree, they are showing grassland or desert, deciduous forest, coniferous forest, tree line, that is tundra region. Last one is the ice or snow. That is said to be latitudinal zonation of vegetation. Next one, altitudinal. It will be, what is the altitude? High level place which is located above the sea level is called altitude. Above the sea level, so they are showing tropical rainforest, grassland or desert, deciduous forest, coniferous forest, tundra region. At the top it will be snow. So these are all the different forests which is located in the altitudinal zonation of vegetation. Dear students, next we are going to see the 3-mark question. What is timberline or tree line? The meaning of the timberline or tree line is, in higher areas or above the mountain region, the land that marks the level above which trees do not grow. So above the mountain region, there is no trees do not grow. That line is known as timberline or tree line. The altitudinal limit of normal tree growth is up to 3000 to 4000 meter. That is said to be timberline or tree line. See the answer. It is an line, means it is an imaginary line in a mountain or higher areas of land that marks the level above in which trees do not grow. That is called a timberline. The altitudinal limit of normal tree growth is about 3000 to 4000 meter. So timberline means it is an imaginary line in a mountain or higher level areas of land that marks the level above in which trees do not grow. The altitude limit of normal tree growth is 3000 to 4000 is the important meter, is the important 1-mark question. What is timberline is the 2-mark and 3-mark question. Then the next book inside question is effects of temperature. It will come for 2-mark and 5-mark question. And also it will come for 3-mark. Write the effects of temperature. The first one, the temperature affects the enzymatic action of all the biochemical reaction in a plant body. So in a plant body, different biochemical reaction is taken place. Those biochemical enzymatic reaction is affected by temperature. Second one, the temperature influences the carbon dioxide and oxygen solubility in the biological system. It increases the respiration and stimulates the growth of seedlings. So first one, temperature affects the enzymatic action of all the biochemical reaction in a plant body. Second one, it influences the carbon dioxide and oxygen solubility in the biological system, and also it increases the respiration and stimulate the growth of seedlings. Next one, the low temperature with high humidity can spread disease to the plants. So low temperature means it contains high humidity. காத்துல ஈரப்பதம் அதிகமான அளவுக்கு இருக்குன்னு அர்த்தம். So this humidity which spread disease to the plants. The varying temperature, that means the different temperature with the moisture, determines the distribution of the vegetation types. So different temperature with moisture, it determines the distribution of vegetation type. So these are all the different effects of temperature is the important 2 mark, 3 mark and 5 mark question. So next 3 mark question is write the examples of tolerance to toxicity. First one, some of the plants they are tolerant to the toxic substance. So one of the plant is soya bean and tomato. They are manage the toxic substance of cadmium. So this soya bean and tomato manage to tolerate presence of cadmium poisoning by isolating the cadmium and store it into the few group of cells and prevent cadmium affecting other cells. This is the first 2 plants which are tolerating cadmium. They are tolerate to presence of cadmium poisoning by isolating cadmium and store it in the few group of cells and prevent cadmium affecting other cells. Next one, rice and eichhornia, that is water hyacinth, tolerate cadmium by binding it to their proteins. So these 2 plants, what they are doing? They are tolerating the cadmium by binding, means store it into the protein region. So these plants are otherwise can also be used to remove cadmium from contaminated soil. This is known as phytoremediation. So plants otherwise can also be used to remove cadmium from contaminated soil. This is known as phytoremediation. Dear students, what is phytoremediation is an important 2 mark question and book back question only. The answer is plants which are used to remove the toxic substance from the soil and also clearing the environmental pollution is known as phytoremediation. They are clearing the toxic substance and also environmental pollution is known as phytoremediation. So next we are going to see difference between urehalline and stenohalline. So organism which can live in water with a wide range of salinity, salt water. Salt water அதிகமாக இருந்தால் கூட some of the organism can live in the water. That is known as urehalline. Example, marine algae and marina angiosperms. Another one, stenohalline. First one wide means, second one what is that one? Small range of salinity. Example, plants of Azoris. We already studied. One more differentiate between eurythermal and stenothermal. So eurythermal means what is that one? Organism can tolerate wide range of temperature fluctuation. Isn't it? Examples Zostera and Artemisia tridentata. Another one, stenothermal. Organism which can tolerate only small range of temperature fluctuation. Example, mango and palm. Likewise, in the water content, we are going to see urehalline. That means organism can live in water with a wide range of salinity. Abhina salt water. Example, marine algae and marina angiosperm. Stenohalline means organism which can live in water with a small range of salinity. Example, plant of Azoris. So these are all the urehalline and stenohalline is the important 3 mark question and 2 mark question. Next, some of the terminology under the environmental factor is there. It will come for 1 mark question. Stenothermal and eurythermal. Thermal, which means what is the environmental factor? Temperature. Halline, stenohalline, urehalline. Halline means salt, upper salinity. Stenoceous, ureceous. அப்படின்னா habitat. Habitat selection or nick. Stenohydric and urihydric. Hydro means water. அப்போ water. Then stenophagic and uriphagic. Phagos அப்படின்னா food. Then stenobothic, uribothic அப்படின்னா depth of the water or habitat. Dear students, it will be very easy to understand the environmental factor. Thermal means temperature. Haline means salinity. Uraceous means habit selection. Hydric means water. Phagic means food. Bothic means depth of the water. So dear students, I hope have you all understood different book inside questions we have revised in this video. Remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best children.